भाई साहब बहुत न्यूज़ है, बहुत कम टाइम है, शुरू करते हैं. So first news simple. Sky Kave again opens his mouth and he says that he believes Dusan Vlahovic would be up for joining Arsenal and Mikel Arteta's project in the Premier League. He says if it was left to the player, he would be open to going to Arsenal. Cool. And Chris Wheatley has given an update about Arsenal's striker preferences. He says, if Arsenal are unable to persuade Vlahovic to sign this month, then they will turn their attention to other targets including Jonathan David, Alex Ishak and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Edu met with the agent of Jonathan David at the end of December and is highly admired by certain figures within London Colney. So Edu met with Jonathan David's agent already, so we are just waiting for Vlahovic to do it. If no, then the next player that Arsenal are looking at is Jonathan David. Would you like Jonathan David? But first, Chris Wheatley says a fee in the region of 60 million pounds is said to be no issue for Arsenal, but Vlahovic's preference has always been to stay in Serie A. The player has told close friends that Juventus or Inter Milan would be his ideal destination when he does decide to leave Fiorentina. Both of them don't have money to pay for him, and Inter Milan, why would they need a striker? Everything is fine, working well for them. However, it's understood that Tottenham managing director Fabio Paratici boasts a close relationship with Vlahovic's representatives, and sources suggest a deal could be in the pipeline for the Serbian to join Arsenal's North London rivals this summer. So Tottenham are in the race. Okay, so this clearly kills all the rumors that Vlahovic wants Champions League football. Well, Sead Kolasinac is likely to join Marseille on a permanent deal this month, with the likelihood that his Arsenal contract now in the final 6 months is mutually terminated. He terminates his contract and goes wherever he wants. That's going to happen. So Dean Jones says Arsenal have really got to convince Vlahovic personally that this is the move for him. Financially, they're willing to go all out. They're willing to pay the premium it'll cost to get him now than in the summer. Mikel Arteta has got to do his bit here, because I think he's going to have to talk him into the move. At the moment, Vlahovic is not convinced that the Premier League is the place to be going right now. Never mind Arsenal. Arteta has convinced Odegaard to sign personal one-to-one chats that sold the project to him. I think if you see what he's been doing recently, so much emphasis on young, hungry talent, that will help. But Vlahovic almost has the world at his feet, literally. But hey, no one's paying for the for the one who has the world on his feet right now. So Gazzetta IT, according to that, AS Roma will return for Granit Xhaka once again in June. No thanks, sorry, bye bye. Let's talk about Eddie Nketiah. So Crystal Palace are in talks to sign Eddie Nketiah. He's out of contract at the end of the season. Palace's offer of 12 million was rejected, but it looks like Arsenal are seeking to get 7 to 9 million for Eddie Nketiah. Well, according to Minar Zuki, she says on on Vlahovic, she says that he wants to play in the Champions League and he cares a lot about who is coaching him. I don't think he's keen to move there. Arsenal, Fiorentina would not mind moving him on for 55 million euros plus Torreira, but ideally would like 70 to 80 million euros. Shut up. You're not saying something really cool, so cool. So Middlesbrough will complete the loan signing of Arsenal youngster Following Balogun today. Middlesbrough will pay a loan fee of around £1 million, will cover 15% of Balogun's salary, and manager Chris Wilder told the player he will be used as a central striker. Lovely. Fantastic stuff. But here we have an update about Chris Kavanagh being appointed in the North London Derby. He is going to be the referee for the North London Derby. The big question is, who are Arsenal playing in the midfield for the North London Derby? Bigger question. Priorities. These questions are priorities as well. So, let's talk about Ryan Taylor. Well, yep. No. Yeah, Ryan Taylor says Palace talks for Eddie Nketiah. Any fee Arsenal receive this month would go towards their big push for Vlahovic. Arsenal were prepared to wait until summer, but now feel January is their big chance. Hefty price tag isn't the issue, it's convincing player and his representatives. Crystal Palace have reopened talks to Eddie Nketiah, could trigger Mateta's move to Saint Etienne. Sead Kolasinac also likely looking to join Marseille on a permanent deal this month. Foreign Balogun passed Middlesbrough medical earlier today. So just reconfirmations, but James Benge says supposed to be on holiday, but this is what I understand about Vlahovic. Arsenal believe a new striker could put them over the top in top 4 race. Vlahovic both a long-term target and potentially attainable in January, but they have work to do to convince him to leave Italy. A lot of work apparently. So let's not just talk about the amount of work, but let's talk about a very strange news, like a very, very strange news. Filip Kostic. Arsenal have been credited with an approach for Eintracht Frankfurt's 29-year-old winger, Filip Kostic. This is via calciomercato.it. So, according to them, Arsenal are wanting to get Filip Kostic. That's weird. Out of nowhere it comes, but okay, whatever. Well, according to Matt Woosman and Mark Carey, they say that any arrival to Palace this month is likely to be Eddie Nketiah. Apart from that, nothing is gonna happen. So, lovely. This is actually cool. But what about Arsenal's midfielders? Like, is there going to be a way that Arsenal sign midfielders in this window? Well, we have an update from Bruno Guimaraes now. He says now he's actually really happy about all the interest that is coming towards him, but he's focused and he's not unfazed by what things are taking place. So Bruno Guimaraes, on interest from other clubs, says it's normal to be mentioned like this when you are an Olympic champion, have been called up for the national team and are performing well individually, but I don't really like to think about it. I let my agent manage that. So that's the real story. But also confirmed by Jack Rossea, Arsenal are ready to press ahead with an ambitious move for Dusan Vlahovic, which could pave the way for Eddie Nketiah to join Crystal Palace. The Gunners are working on a deal worth around £58 million to sign the Fiorentina forward. Arsenal have also shown interest in Everton striker Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Jonathan David from Lille. They're also interested in Lyon midfielder Bruno Guimaraes. So there is interest of Arsenal and Bruno Guimaraes, but the big question is, will they pull it off? Or will they pull away? Where are we going? Where are we headed from here on? Let's see. Also, Edu was not in attendance at the City Ground on Sunday evening as Arsenal were knocked out of the FA Cup, and sources close to the Brazilian insist that he's doing everything possible to thrash out a deal this month. Arsenal are pushing very hard for Vlahovic. Just hope and pray that Arsenal get the deal done, because I'm pretty much sure that everyone is fed up and they want to see if Arsenal are really, really wanting. So they should be getting it. So let's see how that will turn out to be. Let me know in the comments, Filip Kostic to Arsenal. Are you even thinking about it? I mean, this is such a random news that's come out of literally out of nowhere. So let's see what happens. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe.